Hi everyone, I'm Jayne at Rockin' Worms. I hope you're having a good evening. I have something kind of fun and cool to show you tonight.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cameraman's having way too much fun. Anyways, so I got something cool I wanted to show you. Let me get into my long bin because I was working on it when I came across what I'm going to show you. So let me just show you. I have already sifted out from the long bin, and FYI, the last time I was in here with you guys was 15 days ago. So I did the sift out, and now I'm going to be doing the wedge movement. So I'm bringing the worms down. Ton of beautiful red wiggler worms. Look at these guys, just beautiful. You can see that this material, which was also added 15 days ago, is pretty much ready to be sifted out. This is a lot of castings. So again, they are just blowing through my, prepared basic bedding mix. The pre-composted bedding material and the cow manure. But anyways, so I sifted this stuff out. And I am wedging it down, and I'm getting ready to add the new bedding to the working end of the bin, give them a feed, because you could also see as I'm going through this, there is no food except maybe this little tomato skin. There's basically no food left from 15 days ago, and that was a pretty good feeding. So let me do that. Okay. So we're almost to the really cool thing. Stick with me a couple more minutes. I'm gonna put in a little layer of the, I'm starting to call it my basic bedding mix because, I use it all the time, right? So put in a couple handfuls of my basic bedding mix. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? What I always forget. I'm gonna add in the sift out. Look at all these worms. So these lucky guys are gonna be right in the feed zone when I get there in a second. I got to take all the worms that are stuck to the bottom of the holding bin while I was doing the sift out. A little handful of the bedding mix. Just kind of swish it around a little bit. Gets out the majority of the worms that were stuck to the bottom of the plastic. Easy cheesy. Really quick, easy way to get your worms out. Hey, one of my castings crews, right? Our casting crew fellow members, she posted in a comment that she uses a handful of the bedding mix after she does light separation and all the worms are in a, tight little ball. She'll put in a handful of the bedding mix that she uses and kind of just gently work it in, and that starts separating the worms out of that worm ball. So that's a cool trick. I didn't know that, to use it that way. So keep that in mind if you, do a light separation and then you need to, separate your worms more individually, perhaps to count them or something. Okay, so there's the worms. I'm gonna put in my little feeding napkin. I'm gonna put in a nice sized feeding here. Again, bear with me. The cool thing is coming. This is just the standard stuff we have to do to get there. Nice big feeding, because like I said, they went through the 15 days, they went through that other feeding. And a lot of this is lettuce, which again is a fast food and goes quickly anyways. All right, that looks like a big, hefty amount. Oh, you know what? I got a little bit left in my little container here. I'm gonna give it to him anyways. I'll keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't go anaerobic, make sure that they don't go on strike and stop eating. Unlikely. Okay. All right. Real quick, some worm chow. Is he anticipating building? Are you guys like getting all anxious about what I'm going to show you? I hope so, because it's cool. azomite, dolomite, lime, agricultural lime. There we go. All right, here we go. So I was making up my basic bedding mix, pulled out one of my 3 buckets of pre-compost that I got out of my blue tote on the patio, which you've seen, and I opened up one of the other bins and it looked just like it normally does, just the pre-compost is in there. And then I pulled this bin out because I needed to make more, opened it up, and this is what I found. I don't know, did you see the strings? Okay. So this is fungi of some variety. I'm going to say it's some type of mushroom. I have no idea what kind of mushroom or other fungi this might be. If you know or have a educated guess, please share that in the comments because I'd like to know what this is, right? My pre-compost is made of coffee grounds, shredded newspaper and shredded cardboard, and vegetable slurry. There's no fungi opportunity too much, I guess, other than maybe if it was on the skins of the rotty vegetables that I make the slurry out of. That's certainly a possibility. Otherwise, what I think this is naturally occurring fungi spores in the air that settled, into the compost bin, found it very hospitable and started growing. So that's my guess on how this fungi got into my pre-compost and just kind of hung out in the spore stage until I put it into the 5-gallon bucket, put a loose lid on the top, and the additional heat and moisture, but again, not cooking heat, but just nice warm toasty heat with the additional moisture of the other bacteria and biota respirating, just made the perfect conditions for those spores to do their thing and turn into these really cool looking mushrooms or fungi, right? And you saw when I opened the lid slowly, I did that on purpose because these are putting out some type of string or mucus or fibers or something that is going from the plant. And you can see, these little dots here of wetness. I don't think that's like pure water. I think it's some type of sugar type excrement because it's a little sticky. And again, it was making those filaments. That's the word I was looking for before. Filaments going out to the lid, going out into the world. And I'm not sure what those filament purposes are, if it's for support for the plant or perhaps it's the way it maybe captures, passing larvae, flies, mosquitoes or whatever, and then draws them in. So, the plant basically, captures them, they die, and then the plant eats the, the remains. Kind of like a carnivore plant, but not exactly. Because like if you look at, this one just dropped off. I was trying to show you. This one had a big, you did catch it? Great. A big goop of the excrement that it's putting out. And you can also see around the edge, this gray stuff is also either bacterial or biota, or it's another type of fungi. I'm not sure. And again, if you have, guesses or ideas, or you absolutely know what this stuff is, please let me know and let us know because it's really cool. All right. So that was the fun surprise I saw, and I hope you enjoyed it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some of this out. I don't even know what its root system is going to look like. So let's find that out together. And I'm going to put it in the worm bin. Okay. So look at, All right, I'm gonna bring it over to the worm bin so I can see it a little bit better. So yeah, there's like a root system here. Cool stuff. All right, it's always an adventure, always fun. So I'm just gonna put some of these, not all of them, but some of them into this long bin. And I'm going to now cover it up with some additional pre-compost with the cow manure in it, basic bedding. And we're going to see what the worms do with this over the next, week or 2 weeks. Okay. This other end of the bin, FYI, like I said, is full of castings. I'm going to start drying this end down and, be ready to sift that out in another, week or so. This bin is doing fantastic. I got to tell you, I wish it wasn't so heavy and awkward, because the methodology of moving through the bin is awesome. I'm getting a lot of castings out of it. The worms are obviously happy, and it's easy to feed and manage and, keep the bin going in a great way. So, all right, that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope you found it interesting. If you're interested in more videos like this, where we, explore what's going on and what shows up in our worm bins, just hit that subscribe button and the like button and become a member of the castings crew. All right, so I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by. I am yours in the dirt, Jayne.